Hey guys, I originally recorded this video to show you my at-home skincare routine physically, and I just talk about it like my last video. And I wasn't gonna do a voiceover until I heard the video, and I really didn't like the way it turned out, so here I am. So I start off with a soft cleanser. That's what that was to begin with, and just spread it out all on my face. I had already placed lukewarm water with that wash rag just to get the soapiness activated on the cleanser. And just so you know, you're probably gonna see Adrian in and out of the video just because he was taking our son a bath while I was doing this. So once I get it all spread out and good all on my face, I'll go in with this brush right here. Now, this brush, you're going to see that I'm like barely moving it around, but the middle part of the brush actually spins. And so that's why I'm just kind of hovering it over my face. And with this brush, if you guys have one like this at home, you don't want to push it like way, too deep into your skin to where the brush is bending, because then it's pretty much not doing anything that it's supposed to do. You want to be able for it to be lightly on there to actually cleanse, the top of your pores. Okay, now I'm done. I'm wiping all that off. Adrian's in the background. Okay, now I go on to my scrub. Look, see, I'm annoyed. But anyways, my next step is scrubbing my face. Just pretty much about the same amount of the soft wash that I use, and I just spread it all over my face. I scrub a bit with my fingertips to begin with, especially on my nose area. I try to get in like my dry patchy areas. You'll see this like round red spot on my cheek and under my eye, and that's where my eczema usually flares out. But when I'm done doing all this, it comes out super smooth. I mean, it's still red, but your face is going to be super smooth. And so now I take my BT machine. This, I got it when I was in esthetician school. Y'all, this is like my favorite freaking thing ever. It is just, it just feels so good on the face. So this is going to help with the exfoliating of the face. And you can see I'm kind of just like scraping everything off, all the product that's left on there. So it has like little shock waves that it sends you, which it kind of just feels like a vibration. And I don't recommend, but I'm telling you this because I accidentally did it. One time I was testing it out on my arm and I had a scar that was kind of opened. Girl or guy or whoever is watching this, it shocked the hell out of me. So you only feel vibration on your face, but make sure you don't have any open wounds anywhere. If you do, and if you have one of these, don't go over that. I don't know what I was thinking. I guess I wasn't thinking at all, but that's that. So yeah, I'm just finishing up, taking it all off my nose, everywhere. And I always do this before I put my mask on, just so like my skin is at the cleanest and my mask can really get into my pores and stuff. Okay, so now I'm just washing everything off again. Not washing, but just kind of, getting the rag all over my face. And I was showing you the parts where my eczema flares up when I was pointing at my skin. So for my mask, I use this Aztec clay mask, which is like my holy grail go-to, and then apple cider vinegar with the mother. You want to make sure it says with the mother because that's what gives you like all those good nutrients. Now let me tell you, this thing stinks. Like, it smells bad as hell, but it's super good for your skin. So I don't know if you guys watched my videos before, but apple cider vinegar is a really good toner for your skin. It gets it at that good pH balance that it wants to live in. So that's why I mix it up with that instead of water. But you can use water if it's like just unbearable. I mean, it's bad, but it's not unbearable to me. And you would put more of the powder of the actual clay than you would of the vinegar. and you just want to get it a little muddy texture. And this one doesn't sting. Like, I've used other masks that tingle my face up because I also use a radiant one, but this one just kind of tugs at your face and tightens it up. It helps with both my dry areas, my eczema, and my oiliness, because I'm super oily except for those spots where my eczema will flare out. Oh, and another thing, if you guys decide to get this mask, I get it at Drug Emporium, but I believe you can also get it off of Amazon. And when you mix it, you want to make sure you use a plastic container. And if if you do it with your hands, that's fine. Or if you're going to use like an applicator to put it on your face, make sure it's plastic also. Just because if you use something metal, for some reason it gives it like a chemical reaction where it doesn't harm you, but when you put it on, there's no point of it. It takes like all the nutrients out of it. So I'm just getting it everywhere. And then and it's just a thin layer, and whatever I have like left over in my container, I'll just hit the patchy areas. Brush, brush, brush. I prefer to use a brush with it, just so I don't get it all up in my nails and stuff. And like I said, this mask is my favorite, my go-to. It's amazing, y'all. Like, it's amazing. So after like 10 to 15 minutes, it starts, to dry out, and it looks this color now. And it gets like it starts to like crack a bit, because like I said, it like pulls on your skin a lot. Not unbearable once again, but it does pull, and it just feels so good, y'all. Y'all have to try it if y'all haven't. All right, so after I wash it off, I go ahead and I scrub my lips. Scrubbing my lips is part of my facial because obviously it's part of your face. I didn't get a look at what brand that scrub was. I have a couple of them, but I think I bought it at Walgreens, and so I just put it all over my lips, and then I rinse it off when I'm done. All right, y'all, so when I'm done scrubbing, I use some rose water to tone my face one more time, spray it all over. Once again, if you're gonna take anything out of this video, tone your skin, man. Just do that and you'll see the difference within like a week or two. Okay, so after that, I like to add my serum. This is a spot correcting serum, and I know some of y'all are probably like, you're doing too much for your face. I do this about once a month. I use a mask every week, but I do all this about once a month, and I promise you, I get complimented all the time on my skin, even with that eczema spot on there. So get that all over, and then afterwards I will use my lip conditioner. Now this is a MAC one, and it's kind of expensive. You can use something else. This one is just my favorite one to use. It's just so moisturizing, and since we scrub, you see how it looks. My lips look pinker and just full. And now this is my under eye cream. So for this, I only use a little bit, and it's real moisturizing, but I like to keep my eyes like very, very hydrated because I feel like that's where I put my makeup on like the most, because I'll add, like eyeshadow and primer and concealer, foundation, powder. So I like to keep that very hydrated. So when I'm done with that, I'll go ahead and add my daily moisturizer, which my daily moisturizer has some coconut oil in it, because I do like to, didn't mean to flip you off, sorry. But my moisturizer has oil in it because that's what I like to put on at night to just hydrate my skin overnight, and your skin does heal overnight. So this is the best time to do that. And then, you can rinse it off in the morning so you won't be oily throughout the day for the next day. Now, after I'm done with that, I'll add Jamaican castor oil to my brows and my lashes. I'm trying to reshape my brows, so that's why I'm adding it on there. And it's good for restoring stuff back to your skin. I got this one at Walgreens too. And then I added on my lashes to help them grow and get fuller, because I got lash extensions done a while back, and we'll just leave it at that. I don't want to say anything negative about anybody, so we'll just leave it at that. And so I'm adding them back on there, just to give them, like I said, to restore them, give them more strength, help them grow overnight, and then I'll wash it off in the morning. And that is my entire skincare routine. Thank you guys so much for watching. My skin is super smooth, and I'm good to go to sleep and rinse it off at night. Thank you. I hope y'all enjoyed.